What's good, YouTube? We're back today with a brand new market watch, and I think I stress this enough that you guys get sick and tired of hearing it. Always look at eBay and TCG Player before deciding to buy. Both are groups of independent sellers. I'll show Yu-Gi-Oh singles sometimes when they're cheaper. I'll also show Troll and Toad sometimes if I see that they have a good hot buy list for you guys to look at. This is one of those exact examples that I'm talking about, that I try to ram down your guys' heads over and over and over. TCG Player is completely separate and from eBay, and a lot of people only look at this when they target buyouts because they think they can then list and continue to sell it cheaper. $18 on Secret Avian, $10 on Secret Avian, 10, 10, 12. Really? Really? You're doing this like this? You're just going and buying out only this platform and trying to hold it on a platform where they have a quote-unquote market price to make you think, oh, it must still be going up. There must be hype around Avian. Yes, Avian's being seen in some top decks. Some Pendulum duelists still want to use it. It's a transitionary format. Yes, Pendulum Magicians are stronger in the TCG than the OCG and might be able to put up a fight against Spiral, since Spiral doesn't have everything that it has in the OCG, but we still are going to be facing down what's likely to be a tier 0-ish Spiral deck. Now, Avian, I like it, but it also does provide problems in your deck of, I really wish this was a scaler, something that helped further my hand rather than a big turkey sitting in it. It feels great when it comes out. It's amazing when it comes out. It's very MVP-ish when it's doing its job, but it's not always gonna do its job. I'm just really disappointed to see this kind of a targeted thing, and eBay will often follow. People will be like, oh man, this is going up, and buy out eBay, it's just not good. And we see it here too. Dragon's Ravine, look at this, $13, 13, 14 versus 10, 10, 40, 11. We just see it start to creep up on TCG Player. I guess people might prefer buying on TCG Player, and that's why, because there's a little more buyer protection in some senses. I've never had a problem if something's damaged on eBay. I always get my money back or get the refund for sending them back, whatever it is. This to me is just kind of crazy that we're seeing this kind of like this it hasn't been like this big of a gap in a long time. Usually it's a couple dollars we're talking about saving, maybe $4 on a really expensive card. These aren't really expensive cards. These are below the $20 range, yet they have such a price discrepancy as, what is this, $8 for a near mint? Also, you know it's messed up when the DT is chilling here at around the same freaking price as the Hidden Arsenal. It might even be cheaper. Is that cheaper? It's basically 18, but it's a little less than 18. Yeah, that's just cheaper, isn't it? That's crazy. Yeah, this is around, you know, 1764 versus 1799. When you can get the DT cheaper, why not? Let's actually look up the DT on eBay as well. So you see there's 51 copies of Avian as well over here on eBay total between the HA and, yeah, oh, look at this, $12 for that's Angoose guy who decides to put both in the thing. That really annoys me all the time. It's more expensive on eBay for the DT, but as you can see, the Hidden Arsenal is just insanely easier to access. An $8 gap. Oh, what a day. Dragon's Ravine, it's for the Destrudo combo, if I'm not mistaken on that name. I don't know if it got a name change coming into the TCG, but it's definitely good. It's going to see play. It's going to see meta play. It will see tops at both YCSs and regionals. People like to hollow out their deck. Do keep in mind, you have a common version that you can just buy super cheap. 60 cents, 50 cents. We've been saying that ever since this originally spiked due to the OCG ban list. Dragon's Ravine is still an amazing card, great card. But again, over on eBay, much, much cheaper. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries already cooling down. It's going to continue to cool down. You don't get how mouth-watering you guys are making the people who held Megaton stock. Like, the Megatons, people busted open hundreds upon hundreds of these individuals, not just stores, not just, you know, big old stores open Megatons. People every single year order hundreds upon hundreds of Megatons in order to bust them open and make their quick buck, because the promos sell amazing. This year it was Pot of Desires and Proxy Dragon. Those did very well for people. There was like $5 back, and if you're getting it at the hookup price, you're getting the 10s at about $10 to $11 a piece. That's pretty good when you make back half your money on some promos at times. But definitely, people are selling the wazoo out of Ghost Reapers and Winter Cherries. A lot of people will be playing with 3. I've constantly said that it's the better version of the Psy-Frame Gamma, in a sense that you don't have to run a driver. You just have to run the piece in your extra deck instead of the main deck. I personally really like Cherries. It's always going to be a card that comes in and out of circulation. All the ghost cards seem to do that. Ogre becomes relevant, becomes irrelevant. Ash Blossom's kind of been a mainstay since we've seen her introduced. But yeah, it's definitely bottoming out pretty quick on the Mega Pack. We've seen it already drop like 60 cents from last night. It'll continue to edge down on the Mega Pack version. But the Shiv version, I don't know how long the Shining's Victories version will take to cool down. A lot of people do like to have that original rarity. Sometimes it'll hold about a $5 marks when there's actually a meta relevance. Sometimes it won't. So no clue on how long it'll take to cool down, but I imagine we'll see the Mega Pack 1 continue to cool down here. It's still a great card to have. Just kind of pick and choose when to get yours instead of buying into the super hype right now. As we see here on eBay, already $15.50 hiding among the Oricas and the foreign ones, and then $16.75 as well. So like I said, you'll be able to continue to snipe cheaper deals, but I think it'll probably go back down to 12. It's going to have a permanent raise from this buyout, I fear, because a lot of people are planning on playing it. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring sitting here at 75 plus 3 shipping, 78. It was at 80. It's chilling out at 78. That's only a $2 discount off 80, so you can't really call that chilling out. But it's just sitting really high. A lot of people are playing 3. It's kind of the best hand trap, even above Max C right now, because True Draco's a thing. Max C doesn't really seem to just stop your opponent's turns right now. Max C will be pretty decent against Spiral, though. You'll want to consider having it against Spirals. Ash Blossom will do its job against Spirals as well. Everybody's kind of just getting ready for that YCS grind. It starts with Dallas here towards the end of October. A couple weeks we'll have DZ and Simo over. We'll have some very interesting streams and some fun times and videos, I'm sure. But definitely Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It deserves the price, unfortunately. I still have that creeping feeling of a premium gold. Maybe we could see it ultimate in the OTS packs. But that wouldn't cool the price off much, if at all, if it came at ulti. I can't see it happening in terms of cooling the price off. I could see it ulti. That'd look pretty good. Droll and Lock Bird, $22 and $18 before it's 21. We keep seeing these little volleys of cheap ones just get listed by somebody who wants to make a sale. This person only has 6 sales trying to up his rating, giving you guys a deal. That's pretty nice of him. I really hate this card. I really think it needs to be that adding any card can lead into a 2-card combo of losing your whole hand during a turn. You've got to commit first and then, you know, still hope your hand's just not robbed from you. It's really, really powerful, really good, really degenerate. And we see over here, I checked this out from Canada, it is indeed near mint, but we actually have a pop-up $16 near mint one. I did check it out, it is near mint, so that's pretty cool that we see, again, these cheap ones just keep popping up and getting that the card realistically does have a very high value. Skullcrobat Joker has kind of popped up on its supers. We see another cheap one pop up here at $2.50 before it's $4 here. It's $4.80 over here. And let's just go take a quick look. It's actually more expensive on eBay for once. Again, they'll always check both. I often demonize TCG Player for getting bought out first, it might seem, but that's why I say check both. TCG Player can have the cheaper deals at times, especially that one that popped up. But as we go to Pendulum Evolution here, basically it and Pendulum Call are still the only quote-unquote money cards. Everything else chilling 250 or below. Wisdom Eye is chilled out. People who have the deck or got the deck basically have what they already wanted out of this set. Ooh, creeping up Dragon's Mirror. Nice, nice. But yeah, definitely people who were getting the deck now have it, and people still moving forward are probably planning to play Spirals if they're playing meta. So it's a nice cheap deck to pick up outside Hollow Skullcrobat Jokers. The commons are still very, very cheap. And we have Vendread Reorigin, my bad. It's gone up and to $9.50 over here. It's chilling out very quick on eBay. It's already down $1.50 from that. It's a great card. This card is an amazing card. Target a face-up monster your opponent controls that has a level. Tribute it. So it's not kaiju in the fact that, like, if it's unaffected by cards or can't be targeted, you can't use it, but it's still an amazing card. And then you also get a token that's a 0/0 with a level equal to the monster. It then restricts you. You can't normal or special summon monsters except Vendread, but you're obviously using that to ritual summon. It's an amazing card, great card. Vendreads are likely not to be top tier meta. They're probably going to be running around in tier 2 for a while until we see the further set. With all the spoilers, it's highly likely Vendreads just aren't good enough right now unless somebody busts out some insane build that none of us saw coming. I definitely do think this card personally will see play here and there within the deck once the deck truly gets all of its support. But for now, just let it cool off and get them at your leisure. It's not going to go up from here. It's not going to just see insane amounts of play unless we're all blindsided. Because pretty much everyone who's looked at the deck still sees that it lacks its consistency, takes a lot of setup, gets disrupted by any hand trap. And when a deck loses to any hand trap, it's not gonna have a fun time. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this market watch. How did you like the Halloween colors on this layout? I personally enjoyed making these kinds of layouts for you guys, and I hope you all really enjoyed this market watch. What did you guys think today? Hopefully I don't sound like the old man that beware and always check both. I hope you know it's not like that to you guys when I'm trying to repeat myself on that. But it just constantly happens. So, thanks for watching, guys.